As a person in recovery, I want to say thank you for this comment about CBD getting rid of your alcohol cravings, because sharing about any of the tools that can help us in recovery is a really important thing. So I'll dive into the science of how CBD might be helping here. I'm Lex Pelger. I do Canna education for CVResearch, the makers of Plus CBD. On the cannabinoids, ask me anything. I'm going to start by highlighting this review paper because it looks at not only alcohol but also opioids and tobacco as well. And it also points out that for stimulants, CBD and the cannabinoids seem to have the least effect. And overall, remember, these are useful tools, both CBD and cannabis, for people to look at, but nobody is claiming that they are complete game changers like something like ibogaine can be. And so if you or people you know are dealing with this, I recommend trying CBD or THC-rich cannabis, but it's also not going to be a complete game changer for most people. That being said, I do think it's helpful, and let's look at why. For what's happening here, it seems like the cannabinoids are helping via the CB2 receptors, which is interesting because the CB1 receptors are the ones that are widespread in your brain. The CB2 receptors seem to be more on your organs and all of your immune cells, and at low levels in your brain. But for whatever reason, for these substance use disorders, CB2 seems to be the thing that they're working via. Intriguingly, it's not only the cannabinoids, it's also the terpenes, or at least the dietary terpene. Famously, beta-caryophyllene binds to the CB2 receptor, and you have mouse work where this terpene is helping with their alcohol use disorder. For the best overall review that I found, this one looks at 8 different animal studies and 3 different healthy human studies about using CBD specifically for alcohol use disorder. And what's great about that paper is they have a chart. And if you're following along here, you know I'm a sucker for charts. And so CBD can help at the mental level, of course. It can help with the withdrawal severity. It can help with the cravings and the cues that cause your cravings, as well as the stress and can lead people to want to use. Then it seems like it can also help at a more neurochemical level with the executive function and the learning and memory about the new patterns that you're trying to imprint on your brain. And then also, CBD can be quite protective of the liver when the liver is distressed. I know some of the worries about CBD is a lot of it can harm the liver, but when you have a diseased liver, CBD is often a helpful thing. Another important mechanism is alcohol causes neuroinflammation. It's one of the main negatives that it does. And all of the cannabinoids are great at lowering neuroinflammation, especially CBD. Lastly, here's something I've never heard before. CBD might be helping via the microbiome gut-brain axis for helping to heal your gut, which heals your mental state, which might help with your alcohol use disorder. So there's some of the science behind it, and let me know your stories.